Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good evening. Yeah, that's not the tagline, is it, Raz?
What?
We've got a tagline now, it seems. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. Welcome to the daytime edition of The View from the Afternoon. The View from...
In the daytime.
The View from the daytime. How are you, Raz?
I'm all right. How are you?
Didn't give me any chance there to have a drink of my water. I'm doing all right, mate. I'm glad that we're getting some poddies done.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with this angle because something that I always notice when I'm rewatching the podcast is because I'm controlling the cameras.
Yeah.
I'm either having a really good conversation or I'm thinking too much about the cameras. And if I'm having a good conversation, then I'm not thinking about the cameras and I'm not switching them. So it just stays on someone who's not speaking.
Yeah, true. I was thinking that you were going to at least have a B camera there.
No, because it's just more effort for me. And I want this to be as little effort as possible.
Great.
So what we're going to do today is an idea that you had, Raz.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm
having a drink of my water now. You speak.
Hell. I dropped a message to Rob the other night and I was like, right, 2 a.m. idea.
Why were you up at 2 a.m.?
I was watching The Ripper.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
It's really
Makes you
good.
proud to be from Yorkshire.
Yeah. The thing about him being Geordie was mental.
My mum was saying that if you haven't seen The Ripper on Netflix, by the way, it's worth watching, especially if you're from Yorkshire, because there's a load of like familiar places.
So you're watching the Ripper and you're going, ooh, that's Leeds Uni. Ooh, there's the markets. It's over there somewhere.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
My mum was saying that she used to go out to nightclubs when she was 16 in Leeds, and they'd come and play like the Ripper tape.
Yeah, that was it. That was on there.
Yeah.
On the
And
documentary.
my mum would then walk through Crossflats Park home at 16 at middle at night.
Imagine that.
I won't even be here. You won't be watching this podcast now, or at least I won't be on it.
No, I was having a conversation last night, and you know what? It's best not to talk about this sort of stuff, innit?
Yeah, maybe it is. Should we talk about some festival lineup?
It's a can of worms.
This was your idea, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I thought it's the end of 2020. Thank fuck for that.
Everyone's going to be so pissed off when 2021 rolls around and it's no better.
And it's the same fucking thing. It's like everyone's been waiting on, 2021 will be different January 1st. It'll be fine. Incorrect. It's probably going to be a bit worse. Because you know what? Got to get a visa now or some shit, I think.
Fuck me.
Thought it'd be a good idea to have a look at all the festivals that didn't happen. Because there was some incredible lineups this year.
There really was.
We were so excited for.
We had a right year fucking lined up,
for
man.
certain festivals, and we were going to do more than we'd ever done before. We even planned on getting out the country a fair few times. Some for festivals, some for just cause we wanna. But yeah, what a shit show. Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's all just have that one last dose of depression.
Oh yes, please. So we're gonna start off with. Whichever one Raz's airdropped to the Mac first, which is, would you look at that? It's our favourite, Reading and Leeds. So that we haven't really thought about how we're going to do this, so should we just have a look at it and just critique?
Talk about the headliners. This is actually a good start, because let's face it, the majority of people that watch these videos, they give a shit about Leeds and Reading most of all. Yeah. And so let's talk about the headliners. Rage Against the Machine. Good news, they're not coming back next year.
Oh, that's such a misfire.
So thanks to 2020. Probably never going to see him.
I'll definitely see him. 100%. Yeah, because I love Rage. I'll go and see him on their gig. But it would have been great to see him at Leeds.
Yeah.
And everyone was such a little fucking moaning bitch on Twitter.
Remember that? Remember filming that video at the start of this year?
This year, wasn't
it? Ooh, bloody goths.
Fucking idiots.
Oh, I just spotted a Denzel Curry as well there.
Yeah. He does the really good cover of Bulls on Parade, doesn't he?
On Like a Version, yeah.
Stormzy, massive fuck up in my opinion.
Yeah.
He was playing Leeds anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a cheap booking. Probably not. Do you reckon? I got two very conflicting opinions there.
I don't know. How much is it to rent a van from fucking London to here?
It's just, I thought Stormzy was a big misfire, especially considering that he's playing just over there.
Yeah,
he would have been playing just over there within a few weeks of Leeds Festival.
Yeah.
It's an absolute cop-out, that one.
Yeah, and again, Liam Gallagher.
Boring.
LG.
The worst of the two Gallaghers, in my opinion.
You know, Twitter keeps recommending like his tweets to me all the time.
Well, I don't get to see them because he's blocked me.
must be nice.
It's peaceful, mate.
Yeah.
The money went on Rage, clearly. I think Cortina's underneath Rage was a really good move. That would have been a great... Run the Jewels, Cortinas, and Rage Against the Machine. Really good evening that would have
Rage would have been great because I think we said this at the time. People would have stuck around for Cortinas, then everyone who came to see the Cortinas would have immediately left because they won't care about Rage Against the Machine. It's a different audience, and props to you if you listen to both of them like us.
Yeah, man. Cortinas are sick and Rage are great as well.
Yeah.
Who else we got there? We got All Time Low on there, middle of Saturday.
All Time Low are just always there.
Well, Festival Republic sent us to see him, didn't they? Remember that? That was this year.
No, cough was it?
Yeah, that was like January, February. We went to see Festival Republic very kindly sorted us out with some tickets to like a very small All Time Low show. Yeah. Album release show, maybe.
It was nice.
It was great. There's a really funny story about me getting mistaken for Alex Gaskarth that we'll tell you some other time. Remember that? The guy who wanted a photo with me.
Yeah. Let's cover the two boring acts that I can see immediately.
Lewis Capaldi.
Fair play. You know what?
He'll sell a couple of tickets.
Maybe he should have been in the alternative tent as a fucking stand-up comedian because that's all he's got going for him. And Jerry Cinnamon, like...
Oh, where's he?
Top right.
Oh my God, he has fluked his way into... Yeah. He's done a Jake Bug. Remember when Jake Bug was under Arctic Monkeys in 2014? And then now Jake Bug won't be anywhere near that fucking slot.
Mental
That's what Jerry's done there.
What's mental is, and this goes without saying, me and Rob love Scotland, but the only
we sure fucking do.
The only reason that he's on that lineup, that he's even got this far, is because he sings with a Scottish accent.
Right.
And it's a little bit...
You're right.
It's a little bit different. Same with Lewis Capaldi.
People that listen to Jerry Cinnamon are people that use the word patter.
Yeah.
Instead of banter. And if you're one of them, tune out now.
You know when we used to go to Stone Roses, like at the start of this year? Yeah. Did a Jerry Cinnamon song ever come on?
I don't think so.
Good news, when it reopens, it's gonna, and me and you are gonna look at each other and go,
do you know what? Even if it was Jerry Cinnamon all night, I'd still go just to get in a fucking nightclub. Who else have we got on there?
Run the Jewels. Did you talk about that?
Very briefly. Run the Jewels album came out this year. It was decent. They're all right. They're good fun. They're touring with Rage anyway. Or they were.
Your favourite, the Subways.
Oh no! They sing that. What's that song?
Rock and Roll Queen.
Oh,
I introduced Rob to Rock and Roll Queen the other week, and I thought I think it's a good song.
Shit.
It's like, but yeah, he thinks it's absolute trash.
It's one of the worst written songs I've ever fucking heard. I'm glad they're opening the stage. I consider that lower billing than we get.
Yeah, true.
They'll have a smaller crowd, and they deserve it. And we're talentless. What else we got?
Speak for yourself, sir.
We've got
Chris's favourite band, The Hunter.
Chris will be gutted. They're a good time of The Hunter. We saw them at Community Festival last year. Pardon me. Very good. They're very good. They're just fucking nonsense. For use of a better phrase.
You summarised them perfectly when he said that they literally postponed their tour because it conflicted with GCSEs.
Yep. And that says everything you need to know about them. But they are good. Like, we'll non-ironically listen to The Hunter when we're out driving and shit.
NY to LA. Love that song.
We've done it, a couple of times.
Yeah.
Once in a plane. Once in an RV. Then we got everyone's favourite smiling rapper, H. The man who...
Oh, fucking hell.
He's so pleased with his situation in life. And I don't blame him. But he's so happy that he just can't stop smiling no matter what he's doing. He can be rapping about some, like... illegal shit that he's definitely not doing, like police chase on the M1, and he's just got a big grin on his face.
It's like when he raps as well, you can tell like he's smiling.
It's the same way that if anyone ever watched Ray William Johnson and there was that "Doing Your Mom" rap, the guy who does the first verse in that rap, "I was doing your mom, yes yours," it's like a novelty for him that he's rapping and he's smiling throughout. So the few of you who've seen that, it's like if you're doing a rap parody video, it's hard not to smile.
Yeah, true.
It's hard to come across as like a hardcore like persona when you're not one.
We haven't done a rap parody video yet. They've all been actual fake serious.
We'll have to do one of them at some point. Yeah, they've not been parody. But H, power to him, like he's doing well. No, not against him. I think Rain's a good song. I just think he needs to just tame it with the smiling, man.
I think he's literally laughing his way to the bank.
He's smiling his way to the bank.
Is there anyone else on there worth talking about? So, have you ever listened to Sam Fender?
Yeah, that Hypersonic Missiles. I've listened to the song and I don't mind it. I like Sam Fender just because he looks really nice. He's a really good looking lad. And I'm no Danny White. But I just think he's a good looking lad. And for that reason, I just like him in my head. I've never really listened to his music.
Yeah, all in all, I can't think of anyone else on there worth talking about. But
KSI? He's one of them that I think would have moved up significantly in the lineup if they rebook him.
He's doing all right, isn't he?
Oh, Ian Dior.
What?
You know who that is?
No.
The guy, why are you always in the mood?
Is he actually?
Yeah, that's the guy, the featuring artist on that who sings more than half the song.
Oh.
And he'd definitely play it, but we won't be going to see it because we'd probably be sat at camp doing fuck all.
Correct.
Though this year I'm hoping that we'll be a bit more motivated to go and actually see some fucking bands.
Yeah, I'm still not set on the new thing of 2 main stages.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. You know what? If they abandon that completely, I would be a little bit happier.
Yeah, if that happens, I think all our festival content about like talking about shit is now going to be on the podcast channel.
Yeah.
Because it's just easier to do. And we'll have a deep discussion about that, I think. Anyone else on Leeds Fest 2020 worth looking at, worth talking about?
Who else is notable? FIFA 333, Creepers, Declan McKenna. I keep seeing him on Twitter as well. Fontaines. I don't know who a lot of these people are. Call me out of touch.
The Bronx are there. First band I ever saw at Leeds Festival in 2009. But we've talked about this for long enough, I think. Should we move on to the next one? Right, so now...
Have you got, I think, since we've got the elephant in the room out of the way, which is the reason people come here, shall we start? Can you see Slam Dunk on there? Shall we talk about Slam Dunk?
Oh, did we do Slam Dunk? Yeah, there we go, Slam Dunk.
Because this would have been, Slam Dunk's always like the first festival of the year for us. It's always like the opening to summer.
Yep.
And it's
very important
always,
day.
Yeah, it's always a guaranteed good day. Again, was going to be at Temple Newsome. Was the previous year the first time they did it at Temple Newsome?
It was, proper festival setup, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the thing. It felt like a real festival. Although I fucking love it being in Leeds City Centre, and I think Slam Dunk is much better in Leeds City Centre. It didn't help when that lad literally climbed up a crane.
Yeah.
He ruined it for everyone.
Wanker.
So now you'll never again be able to nip into Wetherspoons and get some £3 beers.
A selfishly annoying thing as well is I keep thinking, right, let's get broke on this podcast like as soon as we can. And putting the dots together, like it would make sense to do that when they're doing Slam Dunk.
Yeah.
If Slam Dunk was in the city centre, it's just there.
Yeah.
So any of these bands that we can get in touch with that would want to come on or that would be gracious enough with their time, have you got 40 minutes to just pop 2 minutes away and chat to us? Whereas when it's at Temple Newsome, it's obviously... We might have to set this up in the back of the Clio and have a little production van.
That's not a terrible idea actually.
This lineup's fucking good.
It was really good. Some 41 headlining, Don Broco headlining.
Two great bands.
Incredible lineup. One like very notorious. I was going to say American, but out the Canadian.
Billy Talent. I think they're Canadian.
No, Some 41.
Oh, I think they're American.
Are they?
Billy Talent are Canadian though, if you want to.
Yeah.
I think maybe they're not. They're probably not. I don't know.
Some 41 are a very, very well established sort of North American is all I can say. Pop, is it pop punk? Just punk in general band. And then you got Broco, which is some of the best of British right now.
Yeah. Class.
Brilliant lineup.
There's a band on there called Your Demise, which use the Supreme logo as their logo, which is interesting because we do the same.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
When you can't be asked.
It just works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Who else we got? There's a lot of people on this lineup that are in that song we broke up, in that action song. So
Billy Talent are always around. State Champs are always good. The Used are good for anyone who came into that emo scene the same type of time frame that I did. Story So Far, who are well known, are they the guys that kicked someone off stage, like quite notably? I swear they were. That might be libel.
I think maybe they did boot someone, didn't he? Boot? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a shame that that's like all we kind of a bit know, because there's probably a lot to that story.
Yeah.
And this is why, like, shit like this, like cancel culture and whatever, is so bad because like I don't know anything about the story so far, but I know that something has happened about something, and I probably shouldn't really know that.
So if I tell you something, you're gonna go, "Oh, did they? Yeah." Who else was on there? Mayday Parade and Wonder Years, very well notable in this sort of genre. I'm surprised Young Guns are still going. Christ, Knuckle Puck and Trash Boat, incredible.
It's just good for like your pop punk fans, isn't it?
Yeah,
and that's all it's meant to. Like most of those bands, I don't know.
Fun story about the Fame, right? So, I headlined my band, us guys, this time last year. We got on Slam Dunk. What was it? 2018.
2018, yeah.
So we were opening the stage, and then the Fame was on after us. And
That's so sick.
and I absolutely ruined one of their shots. They were doing like a walk on stage shot, and I was just dossing about like, oh, I need to go get something from my bag, and just didn't notice this guy with a DSLR, obviously filming like this well constructed walk on shot for Fame, and just my face was like dead in center of this shot. It was so funny and so like typical. He doesn't belong here.
Did they upload that?
I don't know.
It'd be good if we could. If anyone has seen that, or anyone can send us a link to that, that'd be cool. Something we should do is, where does this rank out of the two that we've looked at so far?
I guess this one matters less because I think the Slam Dunk have done something quite good, and they've rebooked like, is it 80-90% of
Pretty
the same
much,
bands?
Yeah.
So
they've done the best job they can.
Yeah. So I can't really comment on this one.
No, sorry. What I mean is, like, where do you rank this lineup in terms of the two we've looked at today? Like, we've looked at Leeds, we've looked at this. Which one's better? I agree. Slam Dunk is better.
Yeah,
because that's what you're thinking.
The thing is with Leeds was better because it had Rage.
Yeah,
Rage
but
is incredible.
Only Rage. Yeah, Rage were the draw, weren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
If Rage weren't on that lineup, we'd be saying it's shit. And I think the Reading and Leeds lineup is better this year. Is better with this new revised one with Posty and Catfish.
I can't remember what the new lineup was.
It's like Posty, Catfish, Stormzy, Liam, and someone else. There's like two others. And I got a lot of fucking flack for saying it were good. God forbid. But I genuinely do think that's a good lineup.
Yeah,
and we'll all have a fucking great time.
You know what? If Posty's there, then we're going to have a good time.
Absolutely.
Especially us.
Yeah, we love Posty. The Slam Dunk lineup, though, I'd say, yeah, it's better than the Leeds lineup for 2020.
Yeah, and I look forward to seeing most of it next year. Hopefully.
Whoop! It's on my birthday as well.
Yeah.
We'll see you there, Don Broco. Or maybe see you here. Right, what else we got? Let's dig in. We got Download, everybody.
Oh, this is actually quite well ordered now, because again, after Slam Dunk, the next... Is it the next festival, Download?
It's definitely the first proper festival, where you camp.
The first Festival Republic festival, I think.
It's not, though, is it? It's not a festival. Not? It's like some weird, like, Live Nation... It's not a proper Festival Republic festival. They have something to do with it, but I don't really know. I don't understand. I don't care.
Oh, one thing that I should say, I forgot to send all, like the day festivals, other than Slam Dunk. I forgot all like, what else is a day festival, like Gunnersville and things like that. But I'm not sure if they were, I can't remember off the top of my head if they're actually any good this year.
Oh, mate, I don't think they even announced like Community in Gunnersville. I don't even think we got round to announcements for that.
Yeah, fair play.
But they're very small fry, aren't they? They're not really in people's
This
vision.
is why we exist. Like weekend festivals.
Absolutely.
That bring the content. Download Festival. Kiss.
Kiss, yeah, do you know what? I'd take Kiss. They're a massive band. I've never seen them. I know most of the big hits. We'd have a good laugh and a dance and a drink to Kiss. It's a Friday night. We'd be in Doghouse afterwards. I don't really have all bad to say about Kiss.
Yeah.
They haven't been there for a few years.
We've never seen them.
No, we've never seen them.
It would have been good to see them.
We'll probably never see them again.
Yeah. Are they there next year? If they're not there next year, then I think it's safe to say we will never see them. Because
they are rebooked.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite good then.
There's one band who aren't rebooked, and I'm fucking really glad. And it's the most boring old fucking...
Oh, I remember this when this year's Download lineup was announced, because we literally couldn't believe our luck.
Yeah, it was like they'd said to me, you can swap one band out for another. What do you want to do? Just swap out Iron Maiden for Biffy Clyro for us.
Yeah, that's done. That's sorted, mate.
Cheers. Biffy Clyro, so well. I've been on a massive Biffy hype as of late, even more so than normal.
Yeah.
Because of the record player, because it forces me to listen to the full album. And what a fucking great, like Maiden, they're so fucking boring, man. We've seen them 4 times now, 3-4 times.
Once was enough.
Once is enough. And only to say you've done it.
Yeah. Did we see him for the first time at...
Download.
Was it Download?
2016.
Why did we go see him again? At Leeds Arena?
Because it was free. Oh, it was a tenner, wasn't it? Danny got us the tickets for a tenner.
and you think, they were good. They were acceptable. I've got no else to do. I'll pay for them for.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that tenner back and not have that experience.
Right now, yeah, I'd rather.
Because it's taken up too much of my memory now.
System of a Down. What do you think about System of a Down, Raz?
You know my feelings on System of a Down.
I do indeed.
I don't get it. I think how to word it.
I'll word it for you. I'm going to say what I think you're thinking. Anyone that we've met in our past years that loves System of a Down,
they're just
is a certain type of person.
Yeah, and
because of that, it's very easy to have that association.
Yeah,
and I was like that as well.
Yeah,
for a long time. I thought that if that is what you're thinking, you might be.
I just don't understand. I can listen to System of a Down and I can be like, yeah, this song's good, but it does nothing for me. It literally does nothing for me. It's almost a bit novelty, System of a Down for me.
Yeah, and I can see that. I can see the novelty because they've got like the Cigaro song and the Psycho Group, Pico, and it is like, it is a bit novelty. That's a really good point that you made because I've never thought of it in that way, but I totally understand it.
Yeah. My cock is much bigger than yours.
Yeah,
I mean, fair play.
But I really do like System. It's only in the last maybe 4 years that I've really... Fuck my hair, man. I'm having it cut today.
He's a weird superhero.
He is. I've only really got into System in the last like 4 years or so. And yeah, you do have a novelty barrier. It's kind of like watching Doug DeMuro on YouTube. Like, I love you, Doug, but you're a bit of a gimp. And I say that in the nicest possible way. Doug DeMuro is like the biggest car reviewer on the platform. And you have to get over like a bit of cringe to be able to fully appreciate his content.
Yeah, I'll just on that point, if you've ever seen that Doug video where he's climbing out the back of that car and he's pulling that face, and you know exactly what I mean.
Where he's got his tongue out.
Yeah, awful. And you're like, why did you film that? How did that make the edit?
I know. There's other creators out there, just going on a tangent. There's a guy called like Kadikarus who does like retro game reviews, like comedy reviews, but really in depth. And he's the same. Like, he's pretty cringe. If you show it to your mates, like, you've got to say, like, look, just go with me on this. Like, this is a good video. And once you're kind of over that barrier and you've watched a few, he's now, like, one of my favourite creators, as is Doug.
Doing that, isn't it? Like,
it is.
This is a creator I really like. I'm going to put it on the TV. Do you like it? Like it. Validate my taste.
System are like that. They're like, you have to kind of give them, at least... I think I've made my comparison. I'm just riffing now, and we do have a few bits to get through. But what?
This has been 5 minutes of talking about System of a Down and why. No, they're good actually. Once you get over the
they are good. They are good. They've got some great songs. I have a Masterpieces playlist that's on Apple Music, available for anyone to add to their library. It's called Rob Kellis Presents Masterpieces. It's songs I'll never skip. One band per artist.
Brilliant.
One song per artist, and there's a System song on there. Which one is it? Ooh, you have to add the playlist to find out. I get literally nothing out of that, but that's not why it's there. It's there to share the gift of music with you lot.
Who else is on the download lineup 2020 that would have been good, that is worth talking about?
I'll tell you shit that everyone bigs up, especially after their feature on a prominent record this year.
Go on.
Baby Metal.
Yeah.
Now we talk about novelty. That's up there with me. Like, Baby Metal is up there with like fucking Ailstorm and like, you know, pirate metal. Like, it's like,
in my opinion,
complete novelty.
If you like that band, you like it because you like it because it is different, and you want to be maybe do you want to be seen as different? Like, I like different types of music.
Anyone that likes Baby Metal, just like Dragon Force instead. Dragon Force are fucking ace. Oh,
Yeah.
look, Hailstorm are actually right next to Baby Metal on the lineup. I didn't even notice that.
Oh.
What a
Yeah,
shit, man.
you know what? In more or less words, fuck off, Baby Metal. Put someone good there.
Everyone raving about that fucking...
You know what? Give me someone I can have a sing-along to.
Bring Me the Horizon EP, which is class, and it's got that Baby Metal song on it, which is good. But fuck me, they get way too much credit, I think, Baby Metal.
Yeah. I don't think there's anyone else there.
There is someone there that we would definitely go and see and have a good sing-along to, mate. The Darkness.
Oh, that's true.
The Darkness are fucking good. I saw The Darkness twice last year. So I'm supporting Ed Sheeran, which was really weird.
Yeah.
And they were really ungrateful to be there. They were really unhappy that they were supporting Ed Sheeran by the sounds of it. Yeah.
Oh.
They just felt like, I think they wanted more from the audience who were just waiting for I Believe in a Thing Called Love.
It's a different...
Jesus,
That's rude.
That's loud, isn't it? But then we saw him in Manchester. Was it us? Me, Chris...
We've seen them at Download a few times, and they are good.
Yeah,
Download is like their perfect place.
Yeah, they've got the novelty.
Yeah.
They're like a good version of Steel Panther.
Yeah. And you know what? You can chat all you like. Ricky Gervais said they are one of the best rock bands. So
And can we also appreciate, he did say that in about 2001.
Yeah.
Can we appreciate that that's a band that's headlined Leeds Festival?
Really?
Yep. Isn't that fucking mad?
Good for them. They've got the stage presence to do it.
Yeah,
So,
man.
and you know what? Sometimes that's all it's about.
That was definitely the year that fucking Permission to Land came out, their debut album.
Yeah.
It's got to be on
Yeah.
it. That year was so slow that I found this lineup from Leeds the other day. Goldie Looking Chain, a mid-main stage.
That would have been great.
It would have been fucking sick. I love Goldie Looking Chain. Anyone else on there?
The Offspring is quite a good booking, although Offspring have got some good songs, but also they've got like the main singles are just a bit.
They're a bit novelty as well.
Yeah, like the.
My friend's got a girlfriend and she hates that
Whenever we're in Key Club or something like that, as soon as I hear any sort of opening to an Offspring song, I leave the room immediately because I can't take it.
There's some really good ones. You're going to go Farcade.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Even Original Prankster, which is a bit comedy-ish, I think is good. Hit That is good, but they have just as many...
Original Prankster is like a song that I would listen to...
Good riff.
On my own and think, this is a good song. But I'd never be drunk and like sing it in a club because it's too novelty. Is it?
Yeah, I mean, we were singing Captain Crease when Jackie put that on, but I know what you mean. Like,
but that's funny to us.
Maybe we just don't get like this genre of whatever all this is because we get metal, so whatever that falls into. Because we've said novelty a lot.
Yeah.
And are all these bands novelty, or are we just out of touch?
You know what?
It is the children who are wrong.
Bowling for Soup, they're quite. What's with these like almost like sort of novelty bands? Because
I think a big part of it is, and I'm going to sound so fucking pretentious here, right? But like being a big fan of like Biffy Clyro, lyrically, I don't think you can get much better than Simon Neil's songwriting because it's not literal. Nothing in it is really literal. Some of it is, but it's left for you to make up your own mind. Listen to that second verse of Many a Horror.
It is vague enough where
what the fuck's he on about? But it's considered and it's potent.
Yeah.
Whereas Bowling for Soup and The Offspring and even System to an extent, they have to hold your hand and explain everything to you. Like a self-aware, fourth wall breaking song like 1989 or whatever it's called by Bowling for Soup. 1985.
Oh, High School Never Ends.
Good songs, good
like,
party songs.
Yeah.
But it just falls on that novelty scale to me.
Yeah.
And I probably wouldn't skip it if it came on, but music, there's music that I'd take really seriously, and then there's music that I just like, and that's music that I just like. I like Bowling for Soup. I think they're all right.
You know, put it this way: you'd never get an Offspring vinyl.
Oh, mate. I am never buying an Offspring vinyl in my life.
Or a Bowling for Soup vinyl. You wouldn't get a little Bowling for Soup 3-inch vinyl, would you?
Never.
Periphery is quite a good book in there.
I don't really know any Periphery.
Do you not?
No. Are you thinking of Polyphia?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Who were coincidentally just underneath.
Yeah, I am.
Polyphia is quite a good book.
Yeah, they're a band that you'd stand there and go, oh.
What? That's a band you just stand there and go, fuck me.
Yeah.
I've been playing guitar for almost 12 years and I'm nowhere near. I've been practicing their opening riff to their most famous song called Goat, and it's been about a month, and I still can't do it. It's almost as hard as Snow by Red Hot Chilies.
No, that's the hardest thing.
I've almost got it, Raz.
Yeah. There is.
I'll tell you who's a good band. Pup.
Are they on there?
Yeah, right there.
Oh,
Tiny little writing.
Pup are brilliant, and I associate them so much with doing things. We had them on the other day. It was literally playing on TV, and it made me sad because they're a band that you can. Like, I think they're perfect to be when you just set off somewhere and you're on the M1.
Yeah, you're getting your Starbucks.
Yeah, and it's very
Starbucks in hand, powering down that M1. Bit tired.
I'm going to sound like 35 here, but they're very loud and shouty.
Do you know what I listened to yesterday, which isn't on this lineup, I don't think, but really good? That Gum song by Moose Blood.
Yeah.
Great song. Good band. Who aren't on this lineup.
Watch what you say about the old Moose Blood. They have been accused of certain things.
I'm accusing them of having a good song.
Right, there you are.
Accuse me in the key word.
Yeah.
I don't know if the song's good or not. Where would you rank this on the 3 that we've looked at so far?
This one is...
Where would this one rank, Raz, on the ones we've looked at so far?
I think, honestly, it's also incomplete. There's a little gap there on the Avalanche stage, which is always a good stage for me personally. I think this one's plain old bottom of the barrel.
I agree.
Right now.
It's the worst of the 3 we've looked at so far.
Yeah. There are some genuinely good bookings, but I wouldn't be... I don't. I'm not excited about any of them.
Nope.
The only band that I probably haven't seen on there is Kiss.
Yeah, agreed.
And I'd go see Kiss to be like, yeah, I've seen Kiss, but I'm not like excited to go see Kiss.
Yeah, it's not an active like buzzing like.
But there are people in this world who would like die to see Kiss.
Yeah, Cleeseby's one of them.
Yeah, has he not seen it?
No. Danny's really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So each to their own, I guess. But yeah, that's bottom of the pile for me as well. Moving on, we have got Truck Festival. Truck Festival pissed me off, man. These motherfuckers knew what they were doing. We applied for accreditation to like a load of festivals in 2019. And I tweeted saying like, should we go to Truck Festival? And it got like a lot of engagement. And then Truck Festival like retweeted it with like the eyes emoji. So we were like fully...
Oh, was this them?
Yeah. So we were like, get in. We're like, we know we're off to Truck. Like it clashes with this. Let's like ease off on this other one that we were aiming for. And then they just fucking denied us. And I'm not saying we should have got it. I'm not saying we deserved it. But don't lead me on.
But I'm guaranteeing you that somebody will have... You know what? It got them some free engagement.
It was their most engaged. It was their most engaged tweet like all year.
Yeah.
Aside from maybe the lineup.
And you know what else? I bet at least one person will have bought a ticket from that tweet. Like, show me your link click-throughs.
Yeah, fuck your Truck.
If you do not want the authority on UK festivals and expanding to worldwide, TPD TV at your festival.
Is Duty Rhino going to
fair play?
Let's have a look at this lineup. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really interesting. It's quite fucking boring, to be honest. Catfish are good. Interesting that Catfish are headlining this small festival. Because it is a small festival, isn't it? Let's be honest.
But they're also now headlining a rather large
someone
festival.
Has decided they are now a Leeds Fest headliner.
Yes.
They haven't had an album out since, but someone's just gone, yes, they are now that side. That's how it works.
Yeah.
That is how it works. It happened with Biffy Clyro. I truly believe it happened with Biffy Clyro. Someone just decides, book these as headliners, and then they're viewed as a headliner, and then they'll just always be a headliner from then on out.
One booking agent decides, yeah, that can pass for a headliner, and one booking manager for the band goes, fuck me, how did I manage that, boys? You're now a headline band.
Yep. I expect a bonus.
Yep.
Catfish are the only, what I'd say is good headliner there.
Is that the right... I know nothing about Truck Festival. I should know more about it. But
yeah, we should have been.
I should know the layout, the good vendors. I should have food reviews. I should have this, that, and the other. But
Toilet reviews.
Maybe next year. I think just looking from the rest of the lineup, Catfish seem like the right type of band. This strikes me as a type of festival where it doesn't attract people from across the country. It attracts people from a very local vicinity. And if you're from around there, then you're probably going because it's a good way to just get pissed.
I agree. Yeah. And looking at the rest of the lineup, it's all very like you'll have people that'll suck a dick to see the Blossoms, DMAs, and Catfish.
Yeah. The
I
Hives
don't know why I
is
said
good
the
booking though.
Blossoms. The Hives is an interesting one, yeah. I love their font. It's just impact font. The spacing and just it's nice. Pale Waves, solid booking. They're only getting bigger. I like Pale Waves. You got some choice words about Pale Waves. I understand why.
Yeah, the newest stuff is like absolute pop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fair play. You know what? I'll sell out as well. As soon as somebody hits me up with a deal, I am selling out, mate.
Looking at the rest of the lineup, aside from the headliners and a couple of what I would say small bands like Sundara Karma and Pigeon Detectives, no matter how long they've been going and who's heard the name, they're still a small band. We saw them for £5 last year.
Yeah.
There's not really much going on there.
Yeah, I'm looking at the rest of the lineup and I've never heard of any of them.
I've never heard of anyone from that bottom bit there.
Yeah.
And there must be about 15 bands there.
And I'm a well-educated...
Maybe not, Raz. Maybe we're not.
Nah.
From that mid bit, I've heard of Swim Deep. I've heard of Vistas because Gregor won't shut up about the fucking Vistas.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yep, that's it.
I've heard Sports Team are meant to be really good. Dinosaur Pilot meant to be good. Fickle Friends are all right.
Yeah.
They're all. This is the thing when you're looking at this, your gauge changes because I just said Fickle Friends are all right. I know one song by Fickle Friends.
Well,
one song.
Is it all right?
It is good.
Then
it's
you can only say
actively
that
good, but I wouldn't go and see Fickle Friends if they were playing down there. Did you know I live in the city centre?
Yeah, you know what's mad?
What?
We just spoke so much about Truck Festival. We weren't invited, and I don't think we were that arsed for it.
No, I was just more annoyed that they led us on.
Oh, you just wanted to vent.
Yeah, like I'm not
All right, fair
I'm
play.
not gutted that we didn't go to Truck Festival.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I'm not gutted at all. Like I'd have liked to have gone, but it was like the same weekend as something else, like Kendall or something.
Is Truck the same festival as Why Not?
I think no, but I think they maybe share like a book in it. I don't know. I don't know fucking anything
Because they
about
get
it.
this. It's basically the same lineup, and like one's up north and one's down south. I think.
No, I think they're both down south, aren't they?
Oh well, fuck me.
I don't know. This lineup for me is the worst one we've looked at yet.
Yeah, Catfish though.
Yeah,
Can't
Catfish are good.
Yeah.
But this ranks as bottom for me.
Yeah. You'd rather go to Download than that.
Absolutely, mate.
Yeah,
Are you mad?
Kiss, innit?
Because Download's also a major event.
Yeah, true.
People travel from all over
Dog
the world.
House at Download as well.
Yeah.
That's worth it just for that.
What we got next? Kendall Calling.
Ooh.
Which, this clashed with Truck, so we wouldn't have been able to do both.
But an invite would have been nice. Anyway. Foals.
Boring.
Would you have gone? You'd have gotten to see him though, wouldn't you?
Foles were at Benny as well, and I met a lad called George in London. Maybe this year. Yeah, it was this year before lockdown. And he said, Foles are fucking sick. Please listen to him. And I said, we're off to Benny. I'll give him my time and I'll listen to the select singles from Foles. And then it got cancelled. So I just didn't.
Yeah. Maybe next year.
Perhaps.
Maybe January is the start of liking Foles.
Maybe.
I'll try as well.
From what I've heard, because they do come on my YouTube recommended quite a bit when I'm auto playing, and they don't sound bad at all. But I don't know anything really about them.
Stereophonics is a good booking in my opinion.
Great band.
Yeah.
Really good band.
They have some very good singles.
Yeah, they do. They're a bit like Manic Street Preachers, but much bigger. Much bigger.
You know what they're like? They're like a band for people who like indie who didn't know they like indie.
Do you like songs off adverts?
Yeah.
Manic Street Preachers, like we went to see them at Kendall last year.
Yeah.
We had a great time, just seasoned rockers who know to put on a show.
Yeah.
And this is by them. This is by them. This is a good song.
They do a cover of Sweet Child of Mine.
They do a great cover of Sweet Child of Mine. Stereophonics, similar kind of concept, different sound.
Yeah. What we got? Supergrass. That's different.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add about Supergrass. I know they're a big name and they've got a lot of fans, but
it plays to Kendall being like a family-friendly festival, doesn't it? It's like that's one for
your dad can go and see Supergrass.
Yeah.
I imagine your dad likes Supergrass.
I recall him liking what is it?
Craig David's TS5.
What the fuck's that?
It's just Craig David, but I don't know what TS5 means, but it's Craig David. He always does that. I've thought I need to research it before, and I never have. Dizzy Rascal, there was a bit of controversy with him, but we've seen him I saw him at the first ever event I went to, which was Party in the Park in Leeds, and he was good.
Yeah. I think he'd be good now. Is he getting on a bit now?
I mean, he's aged.
Yeah.
But I think he's still got it.
Yeah. Plus, very special guest Bill Bailey.
I don't understand how Yumi at 6 aren't billed higher on this.
Yeah.
At least in the orange. Yumi at 6, they've put in their work, man. DMAs don't deserve to be above Yumi at 6. Oh my gosh, Shaggy.
That's brilliant. Again, like a perfect booking for Kendall, really.
Yeah.
Just to see that whole crowd.
It wasn't me.
I think. Who else is on there?
Oh, place your hand.
Again, that's a brilliant booking for Kendall.
That's a reef there with place your hand. No, what's it called? All right now?
No, place your hands. They also have another good one, but I can't remember the name. That's the same song.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Yeah, something like that.
The problem with this lineup is there's a lot of shit.
Yeah,
there's a lot of words on there.
Yeah,
and anyone that's in that smaller bit than reef, I'd never heard of.
Yeah, I mean, I literally can't read it from here. I don't know if my eyesight's getting worse, but I think that
mine's getting worse. You know, I have noticed this. My eyesight is getting worse.
He wants the glasses.
I do need some glasses.
If
only a friend who could help me with glasses would respond to any of my messages ever.
I think it's all. That's just all very, very average. Scouting for girls would have been very average.
That would have been a great time though. Like Kendall does have a bit of a magic to the air. People say this about Glasgow. We've never been, but Kendall, there's something about it. I think Kendall's great.
It's accessible, isn't it? I love the slogan for Kendall. See you in the fields.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I like that as well. It's nice because other festivals don't really have a slogan.
Nah. I don't think there's anything more to say about that one.
I think
it's accessible. It's a nice festival.
It's in a lovely area.
It's got a great silent disco.
Yeah, terrible weather usually.
Yeah,
but judging it just based on its lineup, where would you place this one out of the ones we've looked at so far?
That's probably. Is that under? Do you reckon that's between Download and Leeds?
No.
Do you think that's below Download?
Yeah.
Because I think there's still. Well, this is so. Here's my point. With Download, they booked like one band that I'd be like, oh yeah, I haven't seen them. I'd go see them. But with Kendall, there's a few on there where I'm like, when else am I going to see Craig David?
There is.
When else am I going to see Scouting for Girls? Which is like, I'm not the biggest Scouting for Girls fan. I don't know if you know this. But I'd go see him because it'd be funny.
Yeah,
and that's what Kendall's all about.
Lancashire hot pots as well.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, okay. Then I'll meet you with that one. We'll put that between Download and Leeds.
And Stereophonics as well. That's a good booking.
Cool. Let's have a look.
What do we have next?
So we got only a few more now. This is Benicassim. We were very, very fortunate because we didn't even have to fucking reach out to Benicassim. I hate having to reach out and. Benny reached out to us and said, loved your video from Benicassim.
Several years ago.
4 years later. Do you want to come this year? Because we're probably not selling any fucking tickets. And I was very pleased. And we tried to kind of drive a bit of a like, yeah, but we need this, this, and this.
Yeah, we tried to be a business for once and not just.
And they were like, nope. You're not having any of that. Do you want a ticket? We'll give you like a nice camping.
Tickets. Take it or leave it.
And we were like, after consideration, we have decided, yep.
We
would actually fucking love to come.
We've already have the budget.
It turns out that we have actually moved some things around and we will be able to slot you in.
Our calendar is free, actually. Our shared Google Calendar. Who's on this one? I don't care.
Some local boys.
Who's that?
The Kaiser Chiefs.
Oh. I like their version better.
That's my version.
Basement Jacks. Although it is a DJ set, I think that would have been good.
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you all about that.
I think it'd be a good DJ set.
Are they the Where's Your Head At ones?
I think, no. So your problem is, I'm saying this to a sober you. But I think if you're pissed, you'd enjoy it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Vampire Weekend, which we actively tried to get into Vampire Weekend more.
I have a mate called Mike, and he loves Vampire Weekend. And he's showed me some Vampire Weekend, and I really like what I've heard. But I've just not been able to like properly get into them.
Yeah, you told me that A-Punk is like it's nothing like how they actually are. It's just the thing that did well commercially.
I imagine they hate A-Punk because it doesn't sell them as the band they are. Like if you watch that live version of Sunflower that we've had on a few times, the song called Sunflower that they do, it's fucking class. And you'd never guess it with Vampire Weekend. They were probably the one I was looking forward to most out of this whole lineup because it's a pretty underwhelming lineup.
Yeah,
and it's got to cater to like it's obviously not in this country, so it's got to bear that in mind. There's a lot of these bands that have a weird punctuation that I've never seen before over some of the letters, which means I wouldn't have heard of them.
That letter has a little hat on it.
That one has a little quiff.
That's what our French teacher used to say.
Yeah,
He used to put his hat on it.
Miss Laplatte.
Shut up.
Lumineers are shit. Hives again.
Example
would have been good.
Lil Pump.
Oh yeah, Pump. God, he's so talentless, isn't he?
Los
Pump.
Planetas Niño de Elche. I don't want a bit French then.
There's not too much to say about this one, really. Aside from we'd love to go in 2021.
Yeah. Lumineers have that one, don't they?
Yeah, and it's shit. I belong with you. You belong with me. Is it that one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, get in the fucking bin.
Again, the Hives. Yeah, just average. But you know what would have made that festival? I'm going to stop there. You know what would have made that festival? Just that. Is that what it's connotating towards there? The sun. The blazing. What?
You haven't been, have you, to Benny?
No, mate, but I've been to Barcelona this year. And guess what? My back's still got scars on it.
Oh, Benicassim is fucking class. And I can't wait until we go together because we're going to have a right time.
Yeah.
And we need to drag Chris Paulton out of hibernation and get him to come with us.
Well,
Chris, we're waiting for you, boy.
Yeah.
Where'd you rank this lineup?
The lineup itself is pretty piss poor.
Yeah, it's shite.
Probably the bottom.
Agreed.
But I think the festival, in terms of experience, I think that had potential to be one of the best festivals of the year. And if
top
not,
3, perhaps.
Yeah, or at least a top 5 video of the year from us.
Absolutely.
And we were going to do all sorts of shit this year, but that would have been a top 5 video.
This year had such promise.
There's good promise in a video that has us getting pissed and has us getting sunburnt. I think we've all learnt that.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny
and that would have had it all. And a festival.
Yeah.
But it's a shit lineup, so it's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Moving on to another great video that didn't happen. Rock for People. Now, fuck my ass.
This is the thing that hurts me the most. Literally, it pains me to look at this. Like we've been to a lot of festivals. I don't know if you know this about us, but we do a fair amount of festivals. I've never seen a lineup as good as this. More tailored to us. More tailored to like these guys must have a lot of fucking money, is what I'm trying to say. Like, how did they?
Where are they getting it from?
Yeah,
they barely have a website.
Yeah, Prague's nice. Like
it is exquisite. This lineup. The only thing that comes close to me in terms of a tailored lineup is Leeds last year with 75, Foo Fighters and Post Malone. But this has just more. 1975, one of my favourite bands, constantly cycling in at some position in my top 3.
Oh, you didn't manage to get Hella Megatar tickets. Good news, it's all there.
Oh shit, yeah. Green Day, Weezer and Fall Out. Yeah.
And good news.
And you're going to get a proper Fall Out Boy experience.
Yeah, a proper headline set. Yeah. Which I'm sure, you know what, on Hella Megatar, I'm sure they will have done a headline set in inverted commas there. But let's face it, they're not headlining. The only person who headlines is the person who goes on last.
Correct. They have the louder sound.
Yeah.
They get to play in the dark. The lights are more effective.
Yeah.
They'll probably have a longer set. Not always, but you're right.
Yeah. So you would have got a proper headline set from Green Day, a proper headline set from Fall Out Boy, and a proper headline set from 1975.
Have you seen Green Day?
Yes.
Very fucking good.
Very good. I went to go see them on my own at Leeds one year.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was sat at the camp and then I took a lad from work to go and see him when I worked at Curry's.
Yeah.
This young lad called Ollie, and Green Day were his favourite band.
Yeah.
And I bailed on his birthday, like his 18th birthday for some reason. So I was like, to make it up, we'll go see like Green Day at Leeds Arena because they were playing.
Yeah.
And I bit off way more than I could chew because the tickets were fucking well expensive.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go see Green Day and I wanted to make it up because he was a really nice lad. So I got him like a ticket to see it and it must have cost me like 100 quid each. And he has no idea of that. But we went and had a right fucking sing along. It was great.
The audience participation in a Green Day concert is through the roof. Let's keep going through these because it literally it's like a stab every time.
Oh, do you like really good bands?
Yep, love them.
What about Weezer?
Yeah, brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Do you like Leeds Festival headliners?
Yep.
Oh, what about Catfish and the Bottlemen?
Yep. Do you like Slam Dunk headliners as well? Again, Sum 41.
And Don Broco.
Yep. Do you like quite recently huge rapper gone pop punk artist Machine Gun Kelly? A lot of people do.
They sure do.
Yep. I bang him on there as well. Fuck me, that would have been mad this year.
Do you like really, really good pop punk bands?
Yep.
Oh, do you want to come see Neck Deep?
Love them. Yep.
Do you like going on holiday and going to a festival at the same fucking time?
Yeah,
this would have been so good. We had a day when we were going to be in like Prague or something.
Yep.
And then a day where we were somewhere else. You really missed out this year.
Yeah.
And so did we. And
this is the thing. This would have been an incredible lineup. And again, this would have definitely been top 3 videos because we'd have got ruined not only in Prague, not only at the festival 3 days in a row.
Yep.
But it just would have had such a good vibe.
It would have been. Oh, I'm so upset now looking at this, and we're very grateful that we've already secured our Rock for People 2021 tickets.
Yeah,
cheers, Raz.
I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, Raz put them on his credit card when we were in the airport last time going to Barca.
Yeah, there was too much faffing going on.
But they have secured most of those same bands. There's a couple of omissions. I think Kells is not there, and maybe Catfish aren't there.
Yeah, you know why Machine Gun Kelly ain't there? Because he's wrapped up his fees, mate.
He sure has.
He is not accepting anything but headline status now, that lad.
And it would have been really good to see him. I'm not going to lie. It would have been very good. I've seen him before, but it would have been good.
Yeah, it's just mad because like that would have been a lineup that would never ever see again.
Incredible lineup.
Yeah.
Not only the best that we've looked at so far today, but one of the best ever, if not the best ever.
Yeah. Incredible.
Rock for People, we'll see you next year.
Yeah. And they haven't helped us out at all. We have no
affiliation. We tried.
We paid full price, I think, because they sent us they sent us an email. I forgot to tell you, but they sent like us an email that was obviously in their native language, and I put it through Translate, and it still didn't make sense. So I think they haven't refunded anything. So and I guess the clarification there is because we're sucking this festival's dick right now. Yeah,
we're not doing it just because they've given us some free shit because we don't do that.
Sometimes,
right? Sometimes we might do.
Yeah.
Depends what you give us. I'll sell out for anything, please.
Yeah. 100 cloths.
Oh, that's some bullshit. We'll talk about that. The last lineup that we're going to look at today, a TPD favourite and just a great festival.
Overall good time.
2000 Trees. Let me jump in real quick and just say, recently we had a bit of a crisis, as you know, a bit of a PR nightmare with our Scotland Route 66 video. And I've never felt lower in my entire life. I have never, ever felt worse. Not only because of all the media connections that we've inevitably lost because of it, but I was also really just concerned. I was getting death threats, things like that. But guess who fucking reached out to me just with a positive message and a text as well, just saying, don't worry about it, everything will be fine. 2000 Trees. So I'm not going to name like who it was at 2000 Trees and stuff, but that carries a lot of weight for me. I love the festival anyway. Yeah. But 2000 Trees now, I'm going to be honest about this lineup and tell you what I think about it, but I just want to recognize 2000 Trees for being sound as fuck. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the industry that have our contact details, and there's only one person that reached out.
I guess it's the
I'm not asking people to reach out. That's not my point. My point is, it's just a show of character and a show of spirit when
I guess it's a thing of.
I really appreciate it.
These guys are independent, aren't they?
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware. Uh-huh. So they don't fucking have to answer to nobody. They book who they want, who they can, and they can do that thing where they can just reach out to you and be like, "Don't fucking worry about it, boys.
Yeah.
Like we still love you. We love what you do.
And we
Thank
love
you.
you, 2000 Trees.
Yeah.
Something I don't love that much is the lineup from this year.
Yeah.
So
I thought, you know what? For 2000 Trees, doesn't matter about the lineup.
absolutely not.
I will caveat all of this with it's a great festival.
Yep, I can get
it's
a nice watermelon slice for my
The
breakfast.
whole caveat behind 2000 Trees is they could, you know what, boys? You could. I'm talking to you directly here, boys. 2000 Trees, you could have a shit lineup and would still go because it's a great site. It's a great festival run by people who actually give a shit. That's not to say that nobody else does, but you can really tell. Cashless. Like, have you ever met us? Like, do you think we carry cash other than the tenner that's emergency fund in my pocket?
I got a couple of 20s for Christmas. And
Oh.
I've already lost them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just a great festival.
Yeah,
and we appreciate festivals that can just let you bring your own booze and then take it down to the to the arena. And
Festivals that are honest as well.
Yeah.
Are like, look, guys, we're fucking small,
Yeah.
and you know it. We need some help. Don't like if you bring your own booze, and we're not going to stop you. But please just consider like buying some fair fucking play. These guys are up front. They're just. I really, really fucking rate Trees.
And you know, they might have a good stage this year.
They might indeed have a good stage. We need to sort that shit out. It's just such a load of work.
Yeah.
I'll do it very soon, I promise. This lineup, Jimmy Eat World are fucking ace. I love Jimmy Eat World.
Yeah. They're a band that you listen to and think, these are great. But you'd never listen to an album.
I don't have a Jimmy Eat World vinyl, and I'll probably never get one.
But every song that you hear, you're like, this is brilliant. Who else have they got there? Who else is a headliners? AFI. Very. How do you describe them? They went through a time of being very big.
Yeah, like AFI and Thrice, for me, are part of that same... I'm talking totally out of my knowledge here, but like, I think they're the kind of bands that will bring people from all over. Like AFI and Thrice, and even bands like Deftones, and it's like those bands that we just don't give two fucks about.
Yeah,
but I understand why they're a smart and good booking. Because people will move mountains to see like Thrice. I've never heard of that Thrice album, Vesu, but they're playing it in full. And you know people will buzz for that.
Yeah. I went through a time of real liking AFI.
Really?
Yeah. I can't remember what album it was that I really liked, but I remember listening to like a fair few songs off it, and I was like, this is genuinely good. I don't know, not my typical vibe, I don't think.
No, not really for me. Looking at it bands wise, Creeper, we've seen them on a few so far. They're really big, really popular. People love Creeper. 2000
Trees is a great festival to discover and watch smaller bands, and just drink all day.
And
actually.
It's so easy though. That's the thing. Like there's bands I saw at 2000 Trees last year, like Frank Turner, and we had a great time watching Frank Turner.
Yeah,
he was a headliner. But if that was at Leeds, I wouldn't have gone. But because it's at Trees and you have to go,
it's 10
come on,
minutes.
Rob, it's 2 minutes that way, and we can go to the bar on the way. Like, or we can just carry a can.
Yeah. Who do you fancy a shot of Fireball?
No,
but I'll come.
I feel like I can't really offer much with 2000 Trees in terms of objective opinion, because I'm so biased, because I loved them before we even had any kind of relationship with them.
Yeah.
And I love them even more now.
I think I summarised Trees with help from the band Boston Manor, who were there again, in that first year that we went, where we drove down, and within 10 minutes I'd gone through the gate, I'd had a drink, and I was in front of Boston Manor watching them, who are one of my favourite bands. And it was like 0 to 100 real quick.
And I was setting your tent up, and I did it wrong?
Wrong. Incredibly wrong.
Where would you rank this lineup?
I don't know. We've done a few now, haven't we?
Yeah, I've kind of lost track of where they are.
Yeah.
The viewers and listeners will know.
I think lineup-wise, about the same as like Download.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there is some shit on there that for you.
Yeah. Specifically for me. But I think, again, it's one of those festivals where it's about the festival, not the lineup.
Now, I met you in the middle with one of them and agreed, like, okay, well, I think this one will go between Download and
that was Kendall,
and
wasn't it?
Leeds. I don't want to do that with this one. I want to be just. I think this one's lower.
Yeah, fair play.
While I see the significance and importance of some of the bands on here, I don't care about them, and I know you don't care about a lot of them. So this one for me is the second worst lineup.
But this one in particular, Trees can get away with it because they can be an average band on there, but you'll go see them because you can.
We did a 2000 Trees live stream event where we raised, I think, 3 or 4 grand for 2000 Trees to help them because they didn't get any fucking government funding because they weren't like significant enough or some bullshit. So we helped them out. You guys helped them out. And another thing that kind of just shows how just normal and sound these guys are is they were in the live chat, just chatting shit with the viewers. And they joked and said they'd booked Biffy Clyro. Now, they then very quickly said, we haven't really done that. But there's a headliner still missing from this year. And until that's announced as not Biffy Clyro, I'm going to believe that's Biffy fucking Clyro. And if it is, mate, because Biffy strike me as the type that I reckon AFI are a band that would probably charge a similar amount as Biffy. Biffy, I think, are cheap booking.
They're from the US out there, so that you got the costs of...
I reckon you can get Biffy
fucking visas now, man.
I reckon you can get Biffy for under 100 grand, definitely. And if they manage to pull that off, that would be incredible. If not, that's fine, because they did say they were just joking.
Yeah. One thing that did make me laugh is the little personal touch of, Jake will get you a new fedora.
Yeah, man. There's
That's
so much
funny.
shit that we promised and that they promised during that stream, and I've no idea. I'm sure everyone's forgotten about it. So if everyone's forgotten, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that ticket giveaway within the next couple of weeks, like finding out who won the tickets, because people are gonna start buying shit.
Yeah. This one again is the Sound Disco is incredible. Is that on the lineup? I don't know, but it should be.
Also, we were doing a DJ festival at this one, and I'm not sure if we're doing one at the next one. I think we are.
I don't know.
It's not on the lineup, but that's fine. We'll do one, no fucking problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the lineup generally pretty low for me, bit higher for you.
Yeah. Fuck you.
All in all, it was gonna be a great year.
Yeah.
2020. It's so cliche to say it can just get fucked. And things aren't going to just get better. We need to truly lock down for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And we need to get it done so we can go to shit like this. In America, I was just reading on macrumors.com. In America, if you've been vaccinated, you get a wallet pass.
Yeah.
And that allows you to theoretically to tap and go into places.
Ooh, that is interesting. But I still need my driving license to get into a club.
Bullshit, right? Cool. I've really enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah.
It's not felt, sometimes it can feel a bit like, oh, we've got to do this. And I appreciate that you have to travel to get here. But I think that...
I haven't paid for my parking again. I hope I got a fine.
Shit the bed. But yeah, we're recording this on my lunch hour. So I better get back to work.
Yeah. But this has been good.
I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah. This is the last bit of depression now for 2020.
Then we've got the depression of 2021.
The only way is up now.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for coming, Raz. It's been a lovely conversation.
That's all right.
You can listen to us on all major platforms. Thanks so much to our incredible supporters on Patreon. We're trying to get enough of these recorded so we can start doing some early access shit for you. But at the minute, we just don't have enough content to do that. But I'm really going to try. I'm really pushing. I've messaged Matty Brady 1,000 times and he's always just too busy, which is annoying. But
what's he busy doing?
I don't know, because he's always on GTA or climbing, so he's just not prioritising it. But that's a rant for me to have another time, Matthew. Answer the fucking message. You've seen all the other chats. We want to get you and Cleesby on to talk about who pissed on the fucking floor. Goodbye.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, right. Sit there.
See ya. Bye.